everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Christina, and of course I'm here to entertain you. I know I've been going for a while. Oh wow, ish, beat me up, you guys. Just beat me up if you have to. So fast forward. Okay, a little bit of rewind. Where did I go? Let's just pretend I never went. Let's just pretend I've been here. So in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys a story time of my addiction for Hungry Lion and what it cost me. I'm not saying that any of you should go and do what I did. I'm not saying any of you should go and get yourself in trouble because you like something and whatnot. That's not what I'm saying. I am just telling you this story because looking back at this story today, it sounds so stupid and funny, but then it's part of my growing process. It's part of my life. It happened to me at some point, so might as well talk about it. Because in this channel we talk about my life, what I do, the things that I feel like help people grow, the things that have helped me grow, things that I do. I will start vlogs soon, take you guys along some vlogs when I'm doing something fun. Of course, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to see me grocery shop and things like that. That's pretty much all I usually do. But as soon as I do something fun, I'll take you guys along. So what happened was, I think I was in like 12th grade. This was like grade 12. Yeah, and it was visiting day. So after visiting day, like my parents came, visited me, brought me stuff and things like that. So because they just came to see me, you know, I had money and stuff. So me and two other friends of mine decided to go to town. We are about to commit a crime right now. Well, not really a crime, but then we're not allowed to go out of school bounds, and that's what we're about to do. Me and my friends organized ourselves and we're ready to go. So we got ready, we went, you know, got on a bus at the roadside, went into town and whatnot. Each we had our fun day. We bought the Hungry Lion that we've always liked. I loved Hungry Lion at the time. Like, ish, somebody can sell me for Hungry Lion. Like at the time, I liked it so much, so much. Now listen, disclaimer, do not go out of school bounds. If your school does not allow it, do not. It is bad manners. Because in as much as this story sounds funny, it cost me. But do not do anything like that. Just be good kids, you know, just go to school, do what you're supposed to do, and pass and get back home with good grades, and you know, be good people in life. So we went, We didn't meet anyone we knew. We just went, did what we wanted to do, you know, bought some stuff, bought Hungry Lion, and we're on our way back. On our way back, we dropped off at the roadside where we got on the bus stop. From there we had to like walk to school because there were no other cars that used to go that direction. And do you know what happened? We just got out of the bus and they met my body master. Like, he was there and he was like, where are you coming from? A friend of mine tried to, you know, make up a story, cook up a story. She was like, I went to town with my mom took us to town and stuff like that. But the body master was like, why would your mom do that? She knows that's not allowed. If you wanted to go with your parents into town, you should have taken a pass that would have allowed you to go with them and things like that. And then no, we saw this issue was escalating so quickly. We were like, can we just tell the truth at this point? We didn't, no. So she was like, okay, no, we didn't go with my mom, what. I don't remember if I actually told him we didn't go with her mom there and then. But then she was like, okay, so since I've seen you, to avoid this issue going too far, you should go to your matron. The matron was a lady and her house was near the girls' hostels. So this was a boarding school, by the way. So me and my friends asked ourselves, like later in the day when we go to the hostels, we got ready, you know, like we took a bath and things like that. We're trying to get ready for prep, and then my other friend was like, so you guys, what should we do? I was just there like, I don't know what to do because all I know is my father is gonna kill me. He's gonna ask me what was I doing in town, and I'm not gonna be alive anymore. So, you know, we laughed about it, but then our decision was that we shouldn't go to the matron. We shouldn't go and report ourselves because why are we reporting ourselves? If the body master wanted this issue to escalate, we would have just let it escalate here and there. Little did we know that we're getting into more trouble for not doing what he had asked. So we forged ahead with life. like literally over 2 weeks later, I don't know what happened. I think we're in the dining hall. Then something happened. I think he saw us as we were leaving. Then he goes like, Christina. I'm like, yes. He's like, did you tell the macho mother I told you to tell her? We were like, we just started looking at each other. Mind you, me and these friends of mine were always together. So there where I was, they were also there. Did you go to the macho and tell her what I told you guys to tell? What I told you guys to tell her? We were just looking at each other. You know, with sunken eyes, because at this point it's wild. We were just like. Then he's like, so I told you to do something and you didn't do it. You should go to the deputy head's office and things like that. You should go to the deputy headmaster's office and the head teacher, not headmaster, deputy head teacher's office and whatever. At this point, me and my friends were looking at each other and we're like, guys, it's gotten real. Like, it's got, like, who wants to go to the deputy head teacher's office? Literally, you go there, it's not good. Like, it's bad for you. It's so bad for you when you go that side. So we went quickly went that side, and then we got there. When we got there, like, this woman was such a sweet person, but when she just notices that you committed an offense and that's why you're in her office, it flips there and then. She does not like notorious cheating. Like, she does not. She never used to play about that. So we got there. She's like, hi girls, take a seat. You know, like her office had like a couch and things like that, a table, and then a chair where she used to sit on the other side. We sat on the couch, and then she asked us, so what brings you to my office? Blah, 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 blah. We're like, the body master has sent us to come to your office. And then she's like, what did you do? She started explaining the way she chased us out of the chair. Get out of my chair, sit on the floor, and whatever. So we got off the chair, we were on the floor at this point, and then she started shouting at us, yelling at us and things like that. Why would you do that? Blah, blah, blah. Give me your parents' numbers. We gave our parents' numbers. Before we knew it, it was a co-parent kind of situation. Before we knew it, our parents, I feel like the next day our parents came. So she told us, okay, you come back when your parents come, we need to talk to your parents, blah, 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 blah. That's how we went back to class, you know, we were disturbed at this point. We're just like, oh my gosh. We should have just gone to the building. In fact, you know what? We shouldn't have even left in the first place. What got over us? What made us go? Why did we do this? Blah, blah, blah. So we went to class, you know, forged ahead with life. Not like nothing really happened, but then because that's what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to continue with what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to be in class, we were supposed to be learning, we were supposed to continue studying and things like that. So we went to class. And then in class, you know, people were just looking at us. Because at this particular time, everybody had known that we went to the deputy office. Everybody had known. And everybody knows when you go there, you've done something wrong. At this point, everybody knew. Everybody knew we had offended the school. So, you know, blah, 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 pushed ourselves to class, started learning. People started asking us, hey, what happened? Where did you go? Me and my other friend actually used to sit together. Like, we had two tables, table and chair, and they were put together, you know, like a, yeah, so we're sitting next to each other. So we just ignored the people, and then we continued with learning and things like that. The next morning we woke up, you know, we already knew at this point that our parents were coming. So I was just like, my dad is going to kill me. Like, my dad is not gonna, I'm dead meat at this point, I was sure. So our parents came, and we even went to class in the morning. We were told, no, when your parents come, the prefects will come and pull you out of class for you guys to go to the office and then have a meeting with your parents and the deputy, the disciplinary committee, basically. So guys, we're there in class, you know that thing where you're in class learning, but then you know at any moment a bomb might just drop. So the prefect came. I think they called a friend of mine first. She went out, and at that point when the parents were like, come in. I think I was the second person to be called. When I was called. Your parents are, oh my God. I burst into tears. Like I just started crying. I started crying. My stomach started hurting. Like at this point, this was like the first time I ever committed an offense in school whatsoever. Primary school, I was a good kid. I'm still a good child. Like I've been a good child. At this particular time, I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. My parents did not expect this from me. Like I was so disappointed in myself. And I was so disappointed for making my parents go through that, because they had to drive a number of cities to come to where my school is, because boarding schools are like in the bush and things like that. So they had to drive all the way to where I was. It was a lot. Please don't mind my nail. It was a lot. So we went to the office. We had to wait for the other parent to come so that the meeting should start at once. So our parents were like in the office already, like they were prepping them, telling me what happened, and things like that. We were seated outside and we were told to be told when the disciplinary committee is ready for us. We went in and then I looked at my dad. It was just gonna be like, child, I'm gonna whip you. I sat down there, I said hi to my dad. I think my dad came alone this time. Did he come with my mom? I don't remember if he came with my mom for this meeting. I really don't remember. I think he was alone. I've forgotten. I don't know if both my parents were there or it was just my dad that was there. I don't really remember. But anyway, we entered the meeting. We started explaining what we had done. My dad asked me what happened. I was like, yes. The disciplinary committee met babies. It's like in my courts of law. They made their decision and they said we're supposed to be on suspension for 2 weeks. So for these 2 weeks, we're not going to be in school. We're going to go home with our parents. So I was on suspension. I went home with my dad, and yes, he did scold me, but then it never got to a point where it wasn't as bad as I thought it would. Actually, it wasn't bad. I feel like it was a normal reaction that you would get from an angry parent, and yeah, talk to me on the way and things like that. My dad bought me Hungry Lion. My dad bought me Hungry Lion. He asked me like, are you hungry? I'm like, yes. He was like, what do you want to eat? I'm like, Hungry Lion. He's like, you are an Hungry Lion, it's gonna be the death of you. I was just like, oh my god, you guys, like Hungry Lion couldn't come. But anyway, moral of the story is we learn and we grow, because it would hurt me so much if the person from my high school came to me and told me, no, you were the girl that got suspended, blah 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 blah. I feel like it's not their place to actually sit down and tell me that, because why are you telling me about that? I already know. Moreover, it was part of growing up. Other people, not that I'm trying to justify myself or anything close to that, but other people have done worse stuff. Like worse stuff. But then for me, whatever the situation is, whatever you go through, whatever happens to you, take it as a lesson. Use it to make you become a better person, because through mistakes we learn, because nobody will learn without making a mistake. Believe you me, almost everybody in this life has probably made a mistake once, twice, 3 times, how many ever times they might have. And I feel like when you make a mistake, it's always important to pick back your pieces, forgive yourself, accept the situation, forgive yourself, and look for a new way for you to move on with your life, and make sure that you don't make that mistake ever again. It's important. And for everybody who's learning, everybody who's growing up, especially our age, even big people make mistakes. I feel like it's right. It's normal to make mistakes. It's part of growing. It helps you. It helps shape you into the type of person that we end up being at a certain level in life. Like if it wasn't for that experience, I don't think I would have known that I'm not supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like we all knew that we had like repercussions for whatever it is that we did, but then I never really thought it was that serious, which is why even when the boarding master met us and told me and my friends to go to the matron and tell her what had happened, we didn't go, because we were like, it's gonna pass. But it didn't pass. It didn't pass. Whatever actions you take, there are repercussions, and you're going to pay for it one way or another. Thank you very much for listening to my story. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and make sure you tell a friend to tell another friend about my YouTube channel. And make sure you head over to my Instagram and follow me there as well. Send me text if you like, so we can have interactive conversations one-on-one. Thank you.